G'day and welcome to another episode of Airport CEO with Stitch Up. And so we're at Canberra International Airport, gets the name right this time. So if anyone is super observant, you might notice that things are slightly different. So in my genius, at the end of last episode, I hit the save. Did I hit the save button? I don't know what I did, but I ended up not saving my progress from that second episode. So I've gone back and from memory built everything again that we did in the second episode. The only things that are slightly different is that we now have a little bit more room for this terminal. I managed to get us another 3 spaces again, and so this satellite terminal is out a little bit. So we've actually got room to put the gate sort of here and still have that service road hugging the side of the terminal portals and buildings. So I like that. I'm happy with that. You guys know I like that. The only other major difference, shouldn't be huge, is that it's currently sitting on Thursday. Friday's scheduled up with different flights though. We've got these 3 here, this Forest Air and these 2 Goosewing flights. These are recurring ones. So I think I'll just go check the schedule, but I think every Friday they'll come in, or maybe every day. Actually every day probably. So I'll just check that one in a sec. And then, so that's Friday, and then on Saturday we've got a full day. Sunday, nothing except for those 3 rescheduled ones. And then if I come across to next Monday, the 3 rescheduled ones. Tuesday, 3 rescheduled ones, and Wednesday they're not in there. So those guys go through for Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday and Tuesday. I love the rescheduling ones, and I think this is a symbol over here for when they reschedule. And for when they're all perfectly rescheduled, I think they get the little green tick. I think that's how that works. So this is pretty good. It's also interesting because I think while I let the game run just a little bit afterwards of the last episode, I noticed the only thing I had not done, and I mucked up because I wanted to see why the planes weren't landing, and it turns out that I didn't have the runway set to accept commercial aircraft, but it is set to accept commercial aircraft, and we're going to have a look and see if we can see that first plane come in. So we'll fast forward it. It should be, I think it's 6 a.m. tomorrow. So let's have a look. If I go to flight planner, yeah, there's Thursday, Friday morning. The first plane comes in at 5:05 in the morning. So let's fast forward to 5:05 and we'll watch that first plane come in. So what do we got there? Okay, still quite a bit of time. I still remember to go back and turn on my general aviation refueling. So let's have a look at that one. So what do we have? Operations and avgas. General aviation is now refueling as well. Remember, I forgot that after the first episode. So that's been done again. That's good. What else? Everything else is about the same. I believe I rehired the airport staff like I was supposed to. There's a lot of staff just here around the information desk. I think once the first passengers get there, 4 staff will then bump on into these areas here. That's how I think that works. When I let the game run just a little bit, but they weren't landing because the runway wasn't selected for commercial, I did notice the guests were walking down the corridors, and it was super exciting. So I'm glad we get to do that live in this episode with you guys. So this is turned out for the best. They certainly got to the terminal within time, so they went through security and then right up to up here to the satellite terminal 1. I've also, just because I've got a bit more room here now, I believe, I've also I don't know if I've made it bigger or just moved it, but I've managed to just pop these chairs in so they're facing the correct way. I think previously I had those chairs facing each other and not back to back, so the guests should be able to sit on them now. I've popped a couple of bins in. We've got our gates here, our boarding gates. Let's see, yeah, they look all connected. Can't stand connection. Stand connection has flights scheduled. You bet it does. 1 in the morning, and we're waiting for that first flight to come in at 5:15 to land. We're gonna just kill some time in the meantime, think about our next move. I've still got workers hired at the moment. Let's have a look. Construction, I've got 84. Let's dip that back down to, so let's dismiss control. So let's dismiss 50 of them. No, yeah, 50. Get it back down to 34. Save some money. Still 767,000 there. And the airport is sleepy at night time. So 5:15 for the flights to come in, which means the guests should start arriving soon. In fact, here they are, filtering through. This is good. Let's just go to speed 2 for a moment. So the guests are coming in. These airline staff have moved to their appropriate stations. And these guests are now making their way down there, walking quite a way. They might have a whinge, but I don't know if they will. Yeah. They're not whinging at the moment. Let's see them go through security. Yep, they're rocking and rolling. This is quite exciting. I think this is good because when we have, many people coming in, by the way, 1 hour to go for our first flight to come in, but when we have lots of people coming in, I imagine these corridors being quite full. Nothing say we can't do some little bit of retail squashed into the sides there, let people squeeze past, maybe buy something on the way. And I'm also going to do a narrower, a narrower portal to bump people out and back through to check in and through to baggage. So the out portal might be narrower, but I think it's going to hug that as well. Let's see. So some people are now sitting on the chairs and waiting for that first flight, and the flight's about to come in. So we'll go back to regular speed. He hasn't come in yet, and we're expecting him to land right now. Let's see if it does. That could be him. Yes, that is him. 8 passengers coming off, 5 passengers to go on. What he's done is he's come in from the east, and he's now going to taxi all the way back. This is cool. I'm happy with this. Let's see if he gets to his gate before we get too excited. And this could be the other flight coming in, is it? Let's have a look. Yeah, seven passengers ready to deplane. Again, he's come in. This is interesting, actually. These planes have... This plane we just saw has come in from the west. He's landed towards the east. He's now going to taxi all the way back to the end, to the west side, and then taxi all the way back to the east side. So it's a bit strange. Let's see this plane. So the plane is now there. So let's just watch a few passengers get off. Hopefully watch a few get on. So we've got some passengers hopping off. Yeah, deplaning. And that is nice. They're all going to sit in the terminal because I've got no way for them to get out at the moment. So we'll get that going real soon. But I just want to see a few get off and a few get on. This guy's still taxiing because he decided to drive halfway around the airport. Don't think there's anything wrong. I don't think I've done anything wrong there. Just check my nodes. Unless yeah, the nodes show that he should be able to get off the east side of the runway. Cool. All right, so these guys, the people who got off the plane are sitting in the terminal. So in a previous game, I forgot to allow or find a way for guests to get out of the terminal. So I just had people sitting here forever. And then once I worked that out and put it in, they all just funneled out. So we'll pop that one in now and get our 30 builders something to do. And let's just have a look at our flight schedule. Yeah, so that's all pretty good. All right, so let's get them a way of getting out. So if I go to structures and foundation, so we'll go this way. And secure exit I need, don't I? Yeah. Okay, so we'll go here. And they're going to have to go to baggage claim, which is going to be around here. Baggage claim. All right, so what we'll do is we'll make a baggage claim section. Let's just do it like this. That's a ridiculously big baggage claim section, but I'm happy with that. What do we need here? We need a wall there. Ooh, zoom in a bit. So we need a wall here, and we need to bulldoze this. Yep, and we'll go speed. We're on speed 2, so this builder should be rocking and rolling, and these guys should be able to get out of the terminal fairly soon. We need to bulldoze this, and we'll put a door there. Secure exit. I wonder if I can just put a secure exit in here, and that will be done with it. Yeah, we go like that. And then if I go items, secure exit, what have we got here? So rotate, going that way, and I think it has to be, what is it, half in, half out, but I think I need to wait for that bit to be dismantled. No, for this bit of the terminal to be built. Yeah, so it's got to be a bit like that. Yep. Okay, let's fast forward it to speed 3 just for a second. Watch and build, watch and build. Did I get rid of too many builders? They're coming. They're working on the first part. Okay. Do I wait? I think I'll wait. I think I'll just wait and roll the dice on this one. I'm not going to muck around. Oh, yep, there you go, building it. So if I go secure exit. Oh, come on, just this little bit left. Got a builder there. He's getting out. So we want it to be, what do you got there, 1 and 2. So if I put it, do I want to delay this plane? Nope, I don't think I do. So I've noticed that it's not going to be centered. It's going to be interesting. So you know what? Let's just put it off to that side and then put a wall in. Let's go speed 1. And now why are we having delays? Is that because people can't get through somewhere? We've got a problem. Those delays are interesting. We'll see to that in a sec. Let me finish this little section. Okay, speed 2 because I need them to build that corridor. What are we looking at? Wall. I need a wall. And I need it to go wall. This is the thing, when we've got a live airport and we need to build quickly, we want speed 3, but we've got problems with the aircraft side of things and delayed flights, so we're sort of stuck a little bit. But let's see what they build and how quickly they build it. It's a bit hard to work out what we've put where. This should be a secure area. Let's have a look at the areas. So if I look at security, secure areas here but not here, so that's all pretty good. This tunnel is now a non-secured area. They've exited security there, so that kind of works. I'm waiting for this little bit of wall to be built. These guys are funneling out of the secure area but still don't have anywhere to go, so that's all right. Are people still getting in? People are not getting in. Why are people not arriving? We've got planes coming in and landing, and we've got people not arriving. What's happening here? These people are deplaning. Do we want to delay it? We'll say yes. And these people are now coming in. The builders are rock and rolling. All right, so when they get out, they need some way to get out as well. And that'll be, we don't want people to be able to secure exit. We want people to only be able to go that way. So if I put in a, say no for that one. If I put in a foundation and go here, yeah, I should be able to have people, if I go door, people can come in and get baggage and go all the way. Actually, people would be able to come in, go in, get baggage, go all the way up here, but they still would be able to get into the terminal. So I think I'm right if I just use regular doors here. Doors large. Doors large, and we go, so we go door, and we go door. And again, I'm going to have to hire more builders. That was silly getting rid of them. Deploy all contractors. So another 50 contractors coming in. We'll keep them busy. Oh, look at them streaming out. So these people are all streaming out, and that's fabulous. They're streaming out even though the builders haven't built this. Is that good? Is that weird? The flights are backing up a bit. Let's have a look. Let's go to our flight schedule. Well, that all looks good from here. There's our timeline. It looks like these two haven't successfully gone. They're running late as well. Actually, what's going on? Is he landed? He hasn't landed. Is this... alright. Speed 3, back to speed 3, because we look like we're into the overnight time anyway. Are we? Yeah, there's our line heading into. So Friday, we landed 6 successful flights, albeit late. Saturday, we're jam-packed. Nice gaps in between, but I mean, if they're going to be late again, we'll get our ticks for all 8 now. So these guys are good. Alright, I see. So I think the plane has to take off and then land at its destination for it to get a tick. So those planes had gone. I was looking to see why the stands are empty, but I think that makes good sense. The builders are still taking forever to build this. It is not the Great Wall of China if you can get on with it just a bit quicker, but at least we've got the full 85 builders rock and rolling now. 84 builders, yeah. Okay, so that's happening. Let's get some carpet in because that's super important. So aesthetics. So let's have a look at carpets. So items, and what is it? I don't think I've put carpets in before. So we'll have a look. Decorations. Structures. Floors. Alright, this is good. So the user interface is really really small here. I've got a 15-inch Alienware computer, and I can't read these labels, and I can't seem to make them bigger, or I don't think you can. So let's make this one this nice blue, including the door. Including the door. Yep, good. And then baggage reclaim. You can include that door. And then baggage claim will go. That was blue. Fancy matte. We don't want wood. What's that? Mosaic. What are these? Are these blue matte? Asphalt. Nice wood. Fancy wood. Marble. Oh, that's a bit like the airports in India. Everything's marble. It's lovely. Let's do that. Actually, it's not lovely. It's annoying because carpet's lovely to walk on, but it just is nice because it reminds me of the Mumbai airport, which is fabulous. Yeah, that's good. Baggage reclaim can be that colour, and I'll make the what do we got here? So we'll go like this. We're missing, what are we missing there? A little bit of that. He's finished it. We are missing a wall there. We'll come back to that in just a sec. These guys can just be here. We're missing a bit of wall there as well, are we? Yep. Okay, cool. Okay, so if I go walls, we're looking at one here. And walls, we're looking at one here. And now, I'm tempted to get rid of all those builders, but I won't. What do we got here? These people. These are all the people that are waiting to leave, are they? Why can't they leave? Why won't they leave? They're waiting for their bags. Are they? No, he's staff. What's he doing? Employee card. No demand for any construction. Are these all my construction workers? Contractor. What is he doing? What about these people here? Yeah, they're all employees. All right, that's more people arriving. So what time is it? 3, nearly 4 in the morning. We've got some people arriving, and we should have some flights arriving as well. Let's have a look. So it is now coming up to the 5. What is this? A 5:05 arrival. We'll have a look at it. People being dropped off, going to check in, heading up. All right. Baggage reclaim is the next big thing for us, I think. We don't have dreadful or massive delays here at security. Check-in or security, and not at the gates. So I think we've got two and two, but we've only got 2 kind of airport gates anyway. So I think once we bump this up to 4, which we'll do, I think fairly soon, then we'll be able to start seeing if there's delays. But at the moment, these guys are coping. And I wonder if that's got to do with how much people have to walk, because people get out of the way and the next people behind them are miles off. Maybe not. That plane's just come in. So we start to think about a baggage service. I hope everything runs on time today. These guys are... So at least these guys are getting off their plane and going straight for the exit and then walking the kilometres back down. So that's good. Now I'm sitting on 734,000 still, and I believe I've had that amount for around the 700,000 for quite a while, but then maybe I'm confusing myself with the saves. That's interesting. Or maybe I'm making money. How can I tell? Early income, early expenses. Rate. What's costing so much? So I think this expensive airport to run, and we're not really making enough. But then again, this hourly income goes up depending on what's happening that hour. So it's not until we find out at midnight if we're making money. I really can't tell if we're making money in this game or not. I have to watch the overall figure and see if it keeps dipping. But then again, if you're always building, you're never going to kind of know. I wish it had some very similar system, a bit like SimCity, where you can really see what where you're losing money, you're spending too much money in that department, what can we cut back, what don't we need. These are the sort of things that I'd prefer to see. Will I knock the builders down? Yeah, I'm going to knock those builders down again. Let's have a look. Operations. Dismiss. Let's dismiss 60 contractors, and then I'll have a good whinge about it at the start of next episode when everything's taking ages to build. Contractors go straight out here and walk straight across the airport like a bunch of twats. Oh, look at these people filing through. I love that. I like this. All right, I tell you what, 23 minutes for this episode. We're just going to do a couple of minutes of some decorations, and this is episode 3, I believe. So episode 4, or the next episode, is going to be all about baggage reclaim. I might have to have a little practice episode on another game that, or another, a separate game, just so I can make sure I'm up to speed with baggage reclaim. I don't think I've ever done that. But yeah, we're going to have it because people are demanding it at Canberra International Airport. All right, cool. So let's have a quick look. We're going to put in some in these tunnels. We're going to put in some plants. Okay, so what do we got here? Plants. Plants. Oh, no toilets either. Oh God, no toilets. No toilets. Oh, bugger the plans. We need toilets. All right, so we need toilets in the entry. Do we? No, people can go and check in before they go, and then once they've checked in, they can get to the toilets up here. So I'm going to put toilets in here. And in fact, I'm going to build them on right here. So if I go structures, foundations, and what I'll do, I'll build toilets right here. So if I go 1, 2, 3, about that, I'm going to do one big toilet, and it's going to be doors. Let's go medium-sized door. and it's going to be, medium-sized door. It's going to be there. Yep. And I'm going to put a bunch of sinks. Let's see what we're doing. Zoom in a bit there, stitch up so we can see what's happening. So it must be placed inside a bathroom. So areas, bathroom. Hello? Nope. Oh, it's going to be a bathroom. Yep. And now items, sinks. Zooming back in, and it's going to be a case of that's a big bathroom that I made, didn't I? Okay, that's fine. I think what we'll do is we'll go 2 sinks, gap, 2 sinks, gap, 2 sinks. We're going to make a reasonably big bathroom now and not worry about expanding it later. I don't want to delay the flights, but will I? Yes. All right, so that's sinks. Toilets, we want to put these guys, oh God, do these need to, do they need to go against the wall? I think they do. Okay, let's put them, let's go here. No, let's not do that. Let's go here and here. So we'll go opposite the sinks. And then what I'll hope to do is once they're built, and I'm going to have a look at how they're set up, but I might need to build walls around them. Let's see how these 24 builders go. So that's sinks. I do think I'll do hand dryers. Hand dryers. No, we don't delay that. Hand dryers against the walls in between the sinks. Beautiful. I love it. Super, super, super. We're going to look at flooring. Yeah. Items. Infrastructure, and it's going to be, structures, and it's going to be floors, and it's definitely going to be some sort of tiling. Lino, is it? Yeah. Let's see, is that lino? Yeah, that looks good. We'll wait till these toilets to get built. Again, they build closest to them, or I don't know what they do here. Okay, they're building the toilets, and we are going to wrap up the episode here. Let's have a look at our flights and see if it's gone to shite. Have a look here. That's not bad. These guys are not ticked because that plane hasn't landed at its destination, which is Tibu in South Sudan in Africa. Really? Cool. Small plane to be going to Africa from Australia, but you know, if that's what's happening, then that's fine. If I have a look at that's Saturday. Hang on. This is Saturday. Hang on. What are we doing there? Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday. Needs to schedule some more flights for tomorrow. Might just pop some more flights in. Will I pop them in now? Yeah, let's have a look at those toilets. Let's speed 1. Have a look. The toilets seem to have, yeah, they've got walls around them. So that's fine. Cubicles have walls around them. We'll do them back to back. So we'll do a few down here as well. And just make a big unisex toilet there. We're going to put plants in, and that's going to be fabulous. I like that. I'm happy with that. So if we've done nothing else this episode, we've done toilets. Now, I've done quite a bit, actually. We've popped in toilets. We've put the exit here. And am I getting an error there? Nope, that's good. These guys, the terminal's not full of people just, standing around. Baggage reclaim is ready to go next episode, and we're going to stick a whole lot of plants. Excellent. All right, well, thank you for joining me on this episode of Airport CEO and Canberra International Airport, which is successfully landing planes and doing quite well. And hit the like button, leave comments, definitely leave any criticism for me or helpful hints or whatever. And we look forward to seeing you in the next one. Cheers.